Hi there, how are you doing today? This will be the last video for this week. Try and do a couple next week, but I've got quite a busy week going on next week. So today, and this is just a generalisation, I'm not pointing the finger at anybody, go anywhere in the world, any Japanese school, Chinese martial arts school, they'll all tell you the same thing, right? It's very, very important to remember this kind of stuff, you know. So, martial arts is just not about learning to beat people up. It's about a culture, a discipline, honour and respect. Always remain humble and arrive with a clear mind ready to learn. Never forget to bow or salute. You might not think the teacher is paying attention, but you'll be surprised. You're always being watched and evaluated. Okay, this is how we know when you're ready for your next level. Okay, so always arrive on time. It's so important. It's not just you who is training in that room. There are other people, and nobody should be waiting for you to get your belt on and arriving late. It's okay if you've told the teacher and said, "Hey, I'm running a bit late. I'm stuck in traffic. Right, please forgive me. I'll be there as soon as I can." That is absolutely fine. You know what I mean? So, actually, in some schools, if you arrive late, you're not actually allowed to enter the dojo Kwun until you get an indication from the instructor. You have to wait at the side. If the class has already started, you shouldn't just walk in and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." Oh, and then because the instructor would be like, "What?" It's that simple. Okay. So always keep that in mind when you have an issue. Always let the teacher know. It's like say, it's about respect. It's about discipline and remaining humble. It's a big cultural thing. One of the biggest killers to a student is when another student is getting a bit too heavy-handed, probably because they've got an ego or they're a slightly higher belt, still quite naive, but hey, they've got that belt and so they know a little bit more than you. Always be aware that the guy you might be training with might be a high grade or something in another style, right? And you're actually being quite offensive. On the other hand, if you're a higher level to another student, you should help them, right? But without getting upset, losing pride if you get slightly injured because they hit you a bit too hard. You just, you suck it up and you go, "Hey, no worries, we'll get you there. That's fine." That's how the kind of thing is how it should be working, really. And if you do have an issue as a student with another student, it's also important that rather than shout about it in the class, you come to the instructor, have a quiet word and say, "Hey, so-and-so's been a bit heavy-handed with us there. And the instructor won't go into the class and go, "Hey, you, come here, I want a word with you." The instructor will be diplomatic and have a quiet word with that guy. That way, nobody loses face, no egos involved, right? And hopefully everybody comes away with learning something about that first sentence about discipline, honour and respect. Okay? So, what else can I say? Never mess around in class. It's alright to you go, "Hey, bum," right? But never do something stupid that could cause an accident, like suddenly you jump out at another guy because the other guy might respond and punch you in the face accidentally. You've got to always be professional and stay within the area that you're supposed to be in. Because, like I say, we're insured and you guys are insured. If one of you guys injure each other, then it's up to the other guy who injured you to pay for the damage. If I injure you, then I have to pay for the damage. As an instructor, I have public liability insurance. That means anybody off the street can come in, and if they get injured and they try to sue me, then I can use that insurance to cover that kind of thing. Okay. So, what else can I say today? So that's another thing. Yeah. Each school every organisation starts with a humble or a top organisation, and that top organisation has a syllabus and a set of rules. In our case, in the Islamic Martial Arts Association, we have a syllabus at the top that is passed down to the instructors, and the instructors pass that down to the students, or their students that become instructors. Okay, so it is important, right, at the levels. If for instance you're asked in your organisation as an instructor to teach somebody, because the instructor has to pop out for a while because there's an issue, then what you should be doing is teaching from the syllabus, being given the opportunity to speak and pass information on the classroom. That's not an open invitation to put your take on things. Not only are you confusing the student when you do that, because what you've done is you've given them stuff that isn't outside the syllabus, so now they're going to write this stuff down, but they're not going to quite work out how that fits into the syllabus. Not all syllabuses start from exercise 1 all the way through. Right? What normally would happen is that we'd pick little bits from one part, then another part, and then we tell you where they come from. And then as you make your notes, and I do hope you're making notes because that's very important, you can then start to build up the jigsaw puzzle of where everything fits. Okay, that's not just training in class. You should be able to walk away and think about, what did I learn today? How does that work? Where does it fit? Do you know what? I'm going to ask the teacher. I'll drop him a line or whatever. I'll ask him next time I see him, and see if you can help me fill those little gaps in. It's very, very important stuff. It's the way it works. You know what I mean? So, what else can we say today? Because I don't want to kill you too long. Right? So, basically, just to cut a long story short, right? Schools are run a specific way, right? If in doubt, if something you should be doing or something you shouldn't be doing, remember the rules, right? Discipline, honour and respect, and remain humble, right? Ask your teacher if it's the right thing to do or if it's the wrong thing to do. If you're unsure, always ask. And I'll leave you out on that note, and remember, it's not pointing at anybody specific, it's a generalisation that's known, and most instructors can tell you this kind of stuff, so it's not just me. But I'm just creating this little video log as a fun thing, a fun project for you guys to watch and have some fun with. See you later.